What's going on, guys? Recap time. Great lessons today. Great lessons to be had. You know, I'm up a decent amount of money. Had some good trades. I also took some pretty bad trades. I was getting a little excited, a little flustered from, the amount that I was up. And that usually leads me to make some dumb decisions. They weren't that bad, and I didn't lose that much off the unrealized. Probably like $80 or something like that. A couple of them were technical mistakes. Another one was a discipline kind of mistake. I'm gonna go over it, and I'll show you how I still have a long way to go in terms of improvement, and hopefully you guys can learn from that. So I was initially hoping to go long on the SPY. So I was looking to buy a dip in the morning, and I took the first trade on it, and then I stopped out at a level where it could still hold. So that's a mistake right there. I wasn't waiting for the exact entry. I'm trying to look here where I was buying. I think I was buying at 283 on the pre-market kind of lows here, the SPY. So I was just trying to buy right into this dip on 282.89, kind of 283 area, but I was buying early. I bought up here above. I used the whole dollar way too much as a level, so I should have been buying down here at the actual low, or at least a little bit closer, because you see here I got stopped out at a very clear level, and I said, oh my god, it's gonna work out. So I rebought again, and now I'm already down. I'm taking the same trade twice, which means I just got a crappy entry. So I'm actually down like $200 on this or something before it actually kind of turns around here. Yeah, it's 165, 190. So I at least, okay, so I was short 15 contracts, or long 15 contracts, I believe. And then I added right here. And, this is another trading mistake. I wasn't really trying to average down, but adding here was definitely a mistake. You should never average down in pretty much anything, whether it's stocks, options, futures, whatever it is. You should really just not be averaging down. So I knew that my long thesis was wrong. We've now broken under the lows. We'll come back up, and we'll likely retest this area, and then we'll probably continue short. So I at least accepted that I was wrong, which apparently I have trouble doing. Hold on, this camera's kind of bright. Yeah, there we go. So I had a plan to short full size once we got back up in this area. So we came back up. We're coming back up. I'm trying to pinpoint the entry here. I thought I might have missed it there, but then we came back up. This is the level. And I go, boom. I click it like right here. We're stalling out. We're clearly stalling out. I try to click it there, but I always screw up the... I ended up changing these limits. I have all these warnings to override, like a max size, a max position size. So I hit override and transmit, and now I'm short. And it was a great entry. It was a great plan. I'm glad I didn't keep trying to long this, because this was very, very clear that this was a short day after the SPY broke under key levels, and it was on big volume. Well, this isn't the SPY, this is the future, but the SPY broke under on big volume, and then it came back up to retest it right here. And then, at this point, I'm just slamming it. I'm like, okay, this is going through the lows. This is a great high conviction trade for me. So I added just another 5 contracts right here, slamming that bid. And we head lower. And we just keep dumping here. So I covered most of it into that huge flush. And then it turns out we had another huge flush, and that was the big volume sort of reversal candle. So I covered most of them there. I had 2 left. And then as we come back up to these levels, I re-short 5 of them. I'm not re-shorting enough size. I should be at least 10, 15 deep into this, because this is again my setup. Perfect entry too. So, we're coming down, we're coming down. I'm covering. There was a key level on the SPY. I only covered 2. I wasn't covering most of the position because that could be an early sell type of trade that I usually, or sometimes I do. So I'm just waiting at this point. We got down to the lows, so that's where I covered another 2. I have 3 left, and now I'm just waiting. At this point, I'm just waiting. We come back down. Do we come back down here? No. So anyways, I'll go over the rest of the SPY trades there. So I also traded 3 different stocks. I traded Tesla, LB, and TNXP. So let's go over those really quick. I'll try not to make this too long. LB was coming up to a very key level at 73. 24.73 here was the high of yesterday. So I went short as close as I could. And I accidentally covered the position instead of adding. I meant to add right here, and I covered it. And I was like, oh. I covered there. I didn't mean to. This was the move I wanted. I was going to cover at 24.50 right at this high and hold some for the 24.30s, but it didn't happen. I accidentally screwed that up, but I didn't chase it. And that is also key. It's the discipline to not chase trades that you miss. So, really no complaints there, other than being an idiot. Tesla was really good. Tesla, I was trying to short it right here as we came up to the 195.05 level. Now that is the low of this candle, and it's kind of a double bottom here. It's not exactly the bottom on this candle, but then we broke through it, so we came back up to it, and I said this is a good spot to short, and it was just for a quick, like 50 cents. I had 200 shares. I was up $100, and then it just shot up to high of day. I missed this perfect double top. Look at this double top right here. Absolutely frickin' perfect. But I missed that, and then I didn't chase it. So that's the key. I didn't chase it. Now my next mistake was using the wrong level, 195. Well, I don't know if this was really a bad idea or a bad trade, but I was trying to catch the 195 dip. I thought it would happen in here for the move back up to high of day. So it never happened, but I kept my order out there, and I did not see it. It was in the order book. I didn't cancel it, and then I got filled, and I said, oh crap, I just got filled. So then I immediately, well, not immediately, I kind of was watching what happened, and I had a stop under the low of that candle. You can see the low right there. As it broke under, I had a hard stop. I stopped out, and then I was down, and I was like, man, like, just wiped out that profit. That was only 100 shares, and it still wiped out that profit. It was like 80 cents per share or something like that. So that was unfortunate. And then TNXP, I also just get a little too excited sometimes, and I take really, really terrible setups. Maybe this could have worked out, but there was no support level here. There was just no support level here. The support from pre-market was clearly right here, right? 230, and that's where I'm selling. And that's where it got bought up and made a little bit of a move, but that would have been the entry right there, not right here, especially without a stop. Now, I think this happened really, really quick, but I'm making these trading errors, and I have to work on them, and I have to stop doing them. So what to work on, okay? So what to work on for next time. So for the SPY trades, wait for your exact level so that you don't have to take the same trade twice, because I was already down $90 and then I took the trade again. Okay, so wait, patience for your entry, for Christ's sakes. Even if I had taken it here and it was a loser, that's fine, just cut it. Okay, so don't add at all to your position ever. I only added a little bit, so it wasn't really like that fatal of a mistake, but it's bad. Don't do that. Now things that are good, you know, I realized I was wrong. I biased switched and I flipped and then I took it short. And then I was covering at good spots. I re-added, I was covering again. I re-added, or what happened here? I think another order accidentally got filled. Long, yeah, that's what happened, and then I sold it. It looks like I shorted it, and that would have been a great spot to short, but I didn't do that. I shorted it there with puts, so you can see the time here at 10:03. I took 280 puts. 280 puts. You can see my summary here. This is what I traded. Like I said, Tesla, TNXP, SPY puts, MES, LB. Pretty good day. Why are these not loading? Come on, SPY puts. So you can't see the actual candles. Again, I don't know why these show up so weird. But anyways, you can see at the bottom, it's 10:03. You know, 10:03 I took the puts. I was selling them up at 88 cents, most of them. And that is at, what, 10:23 or so? If we then go back to the SPY. 10:23. I was selling most of them down in this area at the lows. So again, you just have to play the range, right? So sell when you hit targets. Don't just hold on to the whole thing when it hits a target. Don't get greedy. And then I was done trading in here. I was holding on to a couple puts. They got stopped out in this area, and then that was it. So that's it. So to add to the things I need to work on. So I said the MES, the same trade twice. Don't add. What else? Don't take these trades, especially without a stop, for just because you're excited. Like I was like, oh, I'm up some money or whatever, and like I got like, just don't do that. Okay, so always have that hard stop ready. Just type it in. Go stop, whatever your position is. Just immediately have it before you buy the shares, okay? And then hit sell right when you buy them. Your hard stop is in and you're good to go. So this loss wasn't that big. So this is fine. But, you know, I could have been up just more money on the day. So I think that was it. Also, I'm gonna have like a big order list on my other monitor, because I didn't see those orders and then I got filled. That happened twice and that lost me money. So that's not acceptable. But other than that, a great day. I hope you guys learned something. Please smash that subscribe button. And leave any comments, questions you have down there. I'll answer them. I get back to every single person. And other than that, you know, we'll see you tomorrow. I got to be careful tomorrow on Friday. Fridays are usually kind of for me, except for last Friday. I actually took my time, was patient, and I did well. So I'm going to try to do that again. We'll see you guys tomorrow.